and welcome to a 2x2 on good for you versus good to others. I'm Karen Walker. I'm an executive coach, consultant, speaker, and I often think in 2x2s, and I created short videos to share some of that thinking with you. If you followed me here from Instagram or from LinkedIn, thanks, and I look forward to seeing you back there as well. So just to begin, a simple overview of 2x2 is nothing more than a 4-quadrant chart. It looks at two different concepts that, when opposed, yield to 4 positions on a diagram. It's a simple and fairly effective way to show the relationships between alternatives. Often, but not always, the upper right quadrant is optimal. It's what Gartner research calls that Magic Quadrant. So this week we're going to look at a 2x2 that has to do with what's good for you versus good for other people, and how your actions might impact your performance. So if we think about good for you, that is doing things that you believe are in your best self-interest. When you do good for others, that is doing things that seem to be in the best self-interest of others. When we oppose those, we get 4 quadrants, and the 4 quadrants are these. If you look at the lower left-hand corner, you'll see a quadrant marked saboteur. So this is someone who doesn't work in their best interest or the best interest of others. It's someone who's either sort of putting the kibosh on projects, sabotaging them, or sometimes they're just completely disengaged, right? Which also is neither good for you nor good for other people in the organization. In the top left-hand part of this chart, you find someone, and I run into this type of person in my work fairly frequently, who is only doing good for others and not taking care of themselves. And what I know about this is, this can be good in the short term, but it is not sustainable in the long term. Either because it's not good for you, right, just in terms of taking care of self, but also your position, your job, has needs that need to be taken care of. And if you are not putting forth those needs and making sure they get taken care of, as well as the needs of other positions in the organization, you can't be successful in the long term. And then in the bottom right, you'll see something labeled egoist. So this is someone who's always taking care of self, but not taking care of others. So I think we've all met people like this. They're not a good team player and not a good fit in an organization, although they have their uses from time to time in getting a very specific project done. But now the sweet spot, the upper right, is called high performer. And that's because in this spot you have a great balance of taking care of your own self needs and taking care of the needs of others. So that is the good for you 2x2. I hope you found it useful. If you want more information, you can certainly sign up for my newsletter on my website at karenwalker.us, or follow me on all the social media sites at karenwalkerus.